Asher,
Oh.
Delegate Pasi,
Here.
Delegate Lantero, Delegate Chua, Delegate Fritz,
I'm here, thank you.
Delegate Ashikuchi,
Nagi.
Vice President Samantha Nariarte, Delegate Canto, Delegate Louis, Delegate Martin, Delegate Mori, Delegate Nabayan, Delegate Lange,
Yay.
Delegate Nokat, Delegate Passes, Delegate Simon, Delegate Samo, Delegate Sigra, Delegate Sitan, Delegate Susaya, Delegate Takasi, Floor Leader Yatinman, President Kilian.
Here.
Mr. President, we have 22 delegates that are present.
Thank you. Since we have a quorum, interest in business, and Gloria Yatalman is excused. Since he's excused, I'd like to kindly ask that Delegate Cantero is our temporary Gloria this morning. So if no objection, we can now move on. Adoption of journal.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's great to see that there's no objection to the designation. Thank you so much, brothers and sisters, by the those here. First and foremost, humble respect to Zoko, respect to our President and the delegates. As with previous occasions, Mr. President, it continues to be an honor to serve as your temporary floor leader, Mr. President. Thank you so much for that. With respect to the adoption of the journal, I move that we adopt the journal number 15 and 16, this 15 and 16 date. I move for adoption and I ask for a second.
Any second? It's been moved and seconded that those two journals be adopted. Discussion. For discussion, all those in favor of the motion say aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion carried. Continuing on. Item 5.
For item 5, communications, we are in receipt of one EPSA Congress communications, and it's number 4-2.
Thank you. That communication is attached to the order regarding the upcoming special session of our Congress. At this for information purposes. Moving on, item 6, unfinished business.
None, Mr. President.
Reports of committees.
For item 7, reports of committees, none also, Mr. President.
Item 8, first reading of committee proposals.
None, Mr. President.
Second reading of committee proposals.
None also, Mr. President.
Final reading of proposed constitutional amendments.
None, Mr. President.
Consideration of resolutions.
There are no resolutions, Mr. President.
Item 12, introduction and referral of delegate proposals and resolutions.
None, Mr. President.
Special orders.
None also, Mr. President.
Miscellaneous business.
Mr. President, if I may,
Go ahead.
Mr. President, since we are all joking about every single one of us in this chamber sitting around the table as well around the chamber, let me perhaps appropriate to welcome those that are observing our session this morning. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Acting Temporary Lawyer. Any other miscellaneous business? Delegate Susaya.
Thank you, President. Good morning to you, morning to all of us. I have two items which I want to seek guidance on. Let me start with the easy one first. pursuant to the legal opinion issued a while ago dated February 25th on the amendment to the enabling law on the recess issue. Does that same argument hold for that section of the law on the $1 allowance? That if we follow the same argument for the such recess, would that mean that the $200 takes effect when that law became law? Does it take retroactive effect to January 7th when the convention started?
I move for short recess.
I think all of us should or have been watching this story about this virus that is scaring everybody. And I just want to encourage our leadership, those who are in position to help our people, to take appropriate actions to make sure that these things do not reach our shores. So I am happy that our Sierra Ponte, I understand the military have assisted in providing a brace at the airport where they could isolate people in case they are infected with the virus. But the other states have not gotten the same kind of treatment. But this is important because if we only have one, there is no guarantee that we could contain it. I listen to even US, the most richest countries in the world. They are worried. So we should even be more worried than them. And so I would encourage the Congress when they meet to authorize the President to give as much power as possible to declare emergency to ensure that our people are well protected now and into the future. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Senator Fish. That is truly a very major concern. So I understand President and Congress are aware and they are taking actions. Yes, Senator Martin.
Yes, good morning. Thank you very much. With all due respect to Mr. Rangan, President, and all the delegates, those who are observing the plenary this morning. I just want to touch on the points that Delegate Susaya raised. First, on the legal opinion. I think we're all aware that we were called for and delegated to come to review the Professional Constitution by our constituents. Now, we expect that all delegates should come to the meetings every day regarding excused or not excused absences. I think the people have spoken regarding our attendance. Secondly, on the issue regarding the question of whether the committees are working, I can assure Delegate Susaya that the committees are working, and he's aware, and all of us are aware too, that in order to make good and wise decisions, we need cooperation and information from various organizations, including the department, especially the Department of Finance. And we know also that lately we have been receiving conflicting information. And this is what is also delaying the process. Otherwise, probably some of the committees would have been submitted a report on first reading or even a second reading on those issues. But I'm sure all of us would agree that the committees are trying to work, but to make diligent and very wise decision, we need this information justified and more support from other organizations that need to help the work of this convention very successful. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Delegate Martin. Those are well-taken comments and very good. Thank you very much. Yes, Chairman Sidan.
Yeah, to follow on what Delegate Martin said, like I said yesterday, I'm very disappointed with the Department of Finance and Administration. We asked for information, they sent us a set of information, Instead, we ask for clarification, they turn around, they say we made mistake in the analysis. But the data they attach were totally different from the first one. And for that reason, I think the committee encourage you, President, for a letter to be sent to the President, maybe even a meeting, because yes, we cannot move without adequate data. At the same time, I want to inform the convention that we will move ahead. Hopefully we get that later. But just very disappointed that they turn around and more like accusing or blaming us that we didn't do the right analysis when they provide the wrong data in the first place.
Thank you very much, Chairman Silan. The letter has been finalized and be signed, and meeting with the President tomorrow afternoon. Myself and Iso, the City Council President, and carry the letter and receive those issues that he has mentioned and other issues. Thank you. Any other miscellaneous business before we go to announcements? If none, announcements? Yes, Chairperson Sigra.
Good morning, Mr. President. Good morning, The Committee on General Provisions will be meeting today at 1 o'clock at the Congress meeting. We will be dealing with finishing up the strong issue and other issues. We know that we are running out of time. We're really trying to have committee, sending committee reports, reported out, and to show that we are. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairperson Sigra. So 1 o'clock this afternoon at the Congressional Committee Room, General Provisions Committee. And I presume lunch will be taken or will be procured by the committee, right? Okay.
That's the most important part. Lunch is provided, and my colleague here is asking that the next meeting we have FATA from Koshai, so we're working on it. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any other announcements? Thank you very much. Yes, Chairman Albert.
Our committee, we're still scheduled to have it tomorrow at 8:30. And I want to remind our MC to furnish us the amended version of the proposal on dual citizenship, so we can take a look at it before we continue tomorrow. Just to let everyone know, right now we have about 17, I think, proposals. 7 or 8 of them deal with the dual citizenship, so we have roughly around 8 proposals that we need to dispose of, taking into context the 5 days that we would need to deal with each proposal. I think time is of the essence that we start moving. So we have 2 out of the way already, so I'm looking at maybe 6. So hopefully we can make better use of the recess coming up, so we can deal with all the proposals. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Albert. So 8:30 tomorrow morning at the said Congress Committee Room. And the information regarding dual citizenship was our Red Sea will be provided for us. We try to get those information together before meeting. Yes, Chairman Nabayan, government structure.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is for the Committee on Government Structure and Functions. I sent out an email today to all the members, also the Chief of the Council as well as the Secretary, regarding some outstanding items that we need for our next meeting. But in any event, please check your email and we'll schedule for another meeting tomorrow at normal time, in this chamber. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Nabayan. So tomorrow at 2:30 here in this chamber. Committee on Government Structure and Functions. Any other announcements? Yes, Chairman Silan.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. Your committee on government corporate taxation will be 1 o'clock tomorrow. First, on the proposal that we commit to the committee, and I would strongly ask the one who made the motion to the committee to be there. And the others are based on our second meeting. We kind of lumped some of the proposals together. So today we will send out the notice for the proposal that we will address tomorrow on revenue sharing. I think it will be 2 or 3. It will be sent out electronically, and tomorrow morning it will be in the printed form. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Committee on Finance. We meeting tomorrow. What time is that meeting again? 1 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah. All right, thank you. Any other announcements? If not, I wish to make an announcement that we did. Yes. General Process,
A
yes.
short meeting is being called for the flat allocation. The issue of FAB might be discussed
All right, when is that meeting again?
immediately after this session.
Today's session?
Yes, Mr. President.
I was going to make an announcement for a meeting, but yours take precedence, so we can meet after. I was going to call for a meeting of all of you, the committee chairpersons, and including the officers, and any interested delegates to discuss the administrative matters relating to our meetings next week, when Congress convenes, so that we can discuss the logistics, the arrangement, and so forth. But of course, I will let you have your partial delegation meeting first, and then afterwards we can have the main meeting.
First one, business.
We'll try to make our meeting short so that we can attend to our meeting.
So, Mrs. Clerk, making an announcement that we wish to have a meeting of the officers, and I will be chair immediately after this morning session to finalize our plan for the session when Congress is in session next week. Any other announcements? Acting floor leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. I will wholeheartedly support this move for recess until tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
Any second? It's been moved and seconded that we move for recess until tomorrow at 10 o'clock. We are back.
I heartily support the motion.
Thank you. I so declare.